Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another live stream on the Nobel Twitch channel. My name is Nobel, and joining me today is Jensen. Hello. And today we are playing some Stardew Valley. Jensen, you had something you wanted to talk about.
You first.
Okay. So, very briefly, I ordered a kit today. Or I ordered a kit a couple days ago, I should say. Online. And you know, I'm like, okay, how much is it? Like, so it was a kit that was on sale that I wanted, and I thought, okay, I can go in person, but the sale might be over. They only have one in stock. They might, they might sell out before then because they only have the one in stock. Any number of reasons that they might potentially no longer have it, right? So I decided to order it. Because ordering it, the shipping cost was going to be less than it was to than if the sale expired, right?
You might need to send the invite again. It seems to be borked on my end.
Oh, let me do that then.
Like it says, Nobel invited you to Stardew, but it's not giving me the fucking join button.
Did that one work?
No, same problem. Let me try rebooting my game real quick.
Okay.
Maybe I borked it because I booted up Stardew and then Soundpad.
Maybe. I find that the game has to be the last thing I boot up.
Yeah. I just figured because with Stardew, sometimes I can join the game just from the, co-op menu. But even that wasn't popping it up.
So,
Same problem. What the fuck?
Huh. Okay, maybe it's a my end thing.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna reboot my game. Also, hello, Shade. So two.
Oh, now I got it. Now I got the button.
Right after I've closed my game. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'll get some shoutouts going in a moment here.
Well, let me know when you got it booted up. I can probably work off of the same button.
So,
So, are you talking about a kit?
Great, yes. So I ordered it from Canada Computers, which is where I get a lot of my model kits from. They usually have pretty good selection, pretty good pricing, But when I get to go over, the sale was going to be over, and the shipping...
She's giving us both big hugs.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you, Scratchy.
So the shipping was... So the kit was on sale for basically $12 off. After taxes and stuff, which... That's not bad for a high grade, which is what I buy,
Mm-hmm.
The kit is normally, generally a more premium high grade, but it was on sale basically for normal high grade prices. And paying for the shipping was $6 after tax, right? So normally, Canada Computers ships with Canada Post, which is really nice. They ship in good times, things like that, right? Well, they went with a different company. I'm not sure if it's local or not, so I'm not going to be saying the name. But it's basically a gig economy version of shipping, right? It's like Uber, but for parcels.
You got the world up?
Yep.
Okay.
So, I go and I check the shipping, and it says that it will be out for delivery on the 8th, which is tomorrow, right?
Oh, connection failed.
Okay, let me shoot you an invite.
Well, hold on, I saw it there on the co-op screen.
Okay.
But I might be doing something that might kind of fuck with me.
Oh, and what's that?
So when I was playing Crash Bandicoot last week for the relics, I switched from my Xbox controllers to the Zelda Switch controller that Weston gave me.
Okay.
And already I'm a little confused because A on Switch and A on Xbox are not in the same spot. So this might mess with a little bit with my muscle memory.
I see. Also, Floofy, welcome back, and I do hope you enjoy your golden cookie, and I hope you enjoy your wafer cookie. Also thank you for getting the shout out for Shade. So
I think we might have another think finished.
Oh, nice.
We have honey, and I think that was syrup.
We just
might have another community done.
So anyway, I wake up today and I decide, you know what, I'm gonna check the shipping on it because maybe they'll have a time when it's out for shipping, right?
Okay.
And I go and I see delivery failed, and I go, what the fuck do you mean delivery failed, right? And I check, and they require signature.
Oh.
And I look on some reviews for them, and the way they work is not that they come, they knock on your door, they ring your doorbell, but their policy is to have the driver phone you, and then if you answer, to say whether or not you are home, and to bring it to your door. And
you didn't get phoned?
Well, no. So I did get a phone call, right? But so you know that I generally fall asleep in Discord voice calls with people.
Oh shoot.
And Discord voice calls block phone calls from ringing. You know, you get the little pop-up showing that you've got a call incoming, but you don't hear the call incoming.
Right.
So where I might have been able to, because I was taking a nap after doing some stuff, so around the time they attempted to deliver it, because it, like, when I woke up first thing in the morning to check delivery, they were saying that, oh, it'll be delivered at, it'll be delivered on the 8th. So I think, okay, I don't have to get up early. And I was also assuming they would just leave it on my doorstep because they didn't tell me that a signature was needed until they attempted to deliver it, right?
I will say real quick, turns out we already had honey, so we got extra honey. Copper, thank you for the rate of 1, welcome in!
Welcome in, Copper, I hope you're doing well.
So you took a nap and you couldn't hear a call or anything to sign a package you didn't think you were going to have to sign for.
A package that I didn't think I was going to have to sign for and that I didn't think was coming today. So now they're saying that they will attempt redelivery on Friday, and I'm like, I don't think you are going to attempt redelivery on Friday. I think you're going to attempt delivery on Thursday.
Right.
I don't believe them. And Shade, you can go right ahead.
Winter, spring, and fall. Oh no, we did catch the catfish, so just need the puffer, sandfish, walleye, and the sturgeon, which I don't think we can get yet. That's why I said it was earlier. I forgot I made a list and I had no recollection of where I put said list because it's been 2 weeks in between now and then.
It's actually been 3 weeks.
Okay. Well, there was 2 Wednesdays we didn't play, so that's why.
I thought it was
Brain
3.
not braining.
Either
we didn't play last Wednesday. We didn't play the Wednesday before, but we did play the Wednesday before that. There was 2 Wednesdays we didn't play.
I think you're right. To say that you can't help someone emotionally when you yourself are emotionally exhausted. No, I think that's a reasonable thing to say. Like, I'm not okay enough to help you because I'm not okay enough to help myself. I think that is the reasonable and healthy thing to do.
Okay.
So
it looks like I can't do shit unless, one, we get the bus working, or we wait till next season.
What do we need to get the bus running?
We need to get the bus running so we can go to the desert to catch a sandfish.
No.
That's
What do we need to get the bus running?
Oh, to get the bus running.
Yes. What is required?
Gold.
Gold is required. How much?
Money. Well, I know we got at least one or two done. Let me see what we need left. And hello, Majiro. Twitch said I wasn't following you, only to look at your channel, and I still am. Go home, Twitch. You're drunk. But thank you, Copper, for the raid. Welcome in. All right, so we need. Well, we could get. No, we can't. We need at least 35,000 more.
Okay, we need.
One of them is 25,000. The other's 10,000.
Okay, so we have 8,000 currently.
So it'll be some work. Oh, right, target locked on. Thank you, Copper. Well, speaking of packages, I have two things to bring up. One's the thing I was going to complain about.
Okay.
Unless there's still more to your story.
No, that's kind of it.
So first, my kits that I ordered off of Ali, well, they cleared clearance today.
Okay.
So there's some good news. The part that I'm annoyed about, now this is still good news, you know about this, Noble, but to give a little more detail, the new RAM has arrived today, the DDR5 RAM.
Okay.
What I am pissed off with is UPS just plopped it on the porch.
I see.
It's a lot of parsnips and carrots. Oh shit! Right, I need to upgrade my pickaxe. Just dropped. Okay, maybe not like dropped it, but they just placed it on the porch instead of the mailbox. Which I bought a bigger mailbox for them to put packages in, but it wasn't even a big package. It could have fit just fine. They just put it on the porch, and I've had shit stolen from me. Hence why I got the bigger mailbox, and I put cameras in front of my house. This was all after tax and shipping. I spent about $400 on this RAM that anyone could have easily just got on my porch and grabbed.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
As soon as I had the notification that the package was delivered and I saw it was UPS, and didn't see them put it in the mailbox, I had to ask to step away from my post for about 10 minutes to race home, get the package inside, and race back to work.
Yeah, that should not happen.
Didn't do anything at all this day. Except digging one trash can.
Oh shit, did I water the crops? Yes, I did. Okay, good.
Yeah, that would be bad. Okay, yeah, this is throwing me off because controller. God. It says we need a parsnip for something. Oh, but we need 5.
Five
we need
what?
5 gold star parsnips.
You can have 5. I went and I checked the crops, and actually they were all ready for harvest. I completely missed that.
I'd be saying that was a lot of parsnips.
Yeah, I then went, shit, should I water them? I checked them and it's like, oh fuck, they're all ready for harvest. So I'm gonna put 5 in this chest right here.
5 gold stars.
Yes, there are now 5 gold star parsnips. Do we need carrots for anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. And
How
Shade,
does
it's
day usually end?
mm, uh technically 1 a.m.
I'm not gonna risk going over there.
Yeah.
I'll put them in the next day.
It's all good, Shade.
Oh crap.
Oh no?
Shit. Well, the maple syrup I used.
Yeah.
Oh, Scratchy found one of the new emails. Well, I used the maple syrup for what was it? Which bundle did I use that on? Okay, I used it for the chef bundle.
Okay.
But turns out we need another maple syrup, which would have not only finished up a bundle, we would have had the bridge repaired.
Oh no.
So I gotta wait for the tap to give us more maple syrup so I can fix the bridge.
That's fair. I'm also finally getting a start in on my New Year's cleaning.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to do some tweaking with my exhausted emote. I think I'm just gonna have to zoom in a bit more on it.
That's fair. Yeah, I got my main desk cleaned up, finally. So it's clean
Nice.
again.
Craving a fresh apricot. I haven't been able to find one for Emily.
Alright, well, there's 10,000 to go spend.
Right?
And then I'm gonna pick... Sorry,
Scratchy says my New Year's resolution is to have a better year.
that's fair. Mine is to have 7 outfits that I like by the end of the year. To do a new thing every week. And, that's it.
I didn't. Oh no, wait, I did. Mine. I've already. We're a weekend and I already forgot the resolutions I made. Mine was to get like at least a couple animations made, and then I wanted to try and hit 650 followers on the channel. This is a slow-growing channel, so I figured 650 would be realistic. And why?
VTube Studio crashed for a moment, or froze for a moment. I have fixed it, but it did freeze.
I just heal mentally, try to get out of my current location. Good luck, Copper. Scratchy. Also, Jensen, it hasn't hit me yet, but I've been getting the itch to watch again. The itch to watch. Welcome, Copper. Oh, Scratchy, we're playing a Thirsty Thursday next week if you want to join in.
Noble, are you half bat? No, I've been rotated.
Itch to I don't get it.
Who said what?
Scratchy says itch to watch again, then said itch to stitch. I don't know if there's like an innuendo there I'm not catching or something.
I think like the itch to scratch, but the itch to something. The 9 ball is just gonna need a second. Don't ask it again. It's just because of how the rotate command works.
Okay, so for quality crops, we still need 2 things. And
Okay.
it could be five. They're all gonna be gold star. Either 5 melons, 5 pumpkins, or 5 corn. We need 2 of those 3 things.
Okay, those are
it's
all.
to cross stitch. Did you stop? Oh, okay. Spring bundles. So we still need a parsnip. Thankfully, I did grab one. Oh yeah, and then the beans and the potato. That's what those crops was in front of your house. Was for this.
Yep.
So we still need a green bean and a potato for this. We still need everything that's needed for the animal bundle. Well, -1. We need 5 out of 6 things. We need either large milk, large egg, brown large egg, and a white large egg, a duck egg, wool, and large goat milk.
All right. Well, those are all achievable.
I just noticed you went spending. Should I spend the 10 on the voles, or should we hold off?
You should spend the 10 on it. I was buying parsnips.
All right.
I was buying mini parsnips.
Clearly.
We should have enough to tile the whole crop area. Because I didn't
find Emily to give her apricot.
So I'm gonna pet and milk and feed the cow, and that should hopefully get you a large milk.
Okay. So you finish the half-done boy, kiss her for berry. Fuck is Emily? I'm not used to trying to find Emily when she's not my wife. She's usually my wife within the first year.
All right. I now have a large milk for you.
There she is.
There were only 4 mini cookies in my snack pouch. Sag. That is big Sag.
For a big red dog, god damn it. Okay, where's the milk?
I've got it in inventory.
In your inventory?
Yeah, I'll come pop it in a chest. Alright, it is now in the chest that has the mushrooms in front of my house.
I didn't see you walk away from that chest. I wouldn't have known exactly which chest that was.
Oh. To be fair, you could have checked for the one that had mushrooms.
I don't know which one has. It's been. We haven't played this in 2 weeks.
I said you could check for the one that had mushrooms. What the hell, shrinkflation? Yeah, shrinkflation has robbed you of more cookies in your snack pouch.
Are you forgetting the joke? I grew up with Clifford.
So did I. PBS had it on.
Yeah, that's what I watched it on, was PBS. Didn't they do a live-action movie, like, in, like, the mid-2010s or something?
I think so. I don't remember, though.
Oh, so I realized something today.
Oh, and that is?
So you know who Ian McGregor is, right?
Yes.
Right, just as they did. I don't think it was well received, though. Well, I found out he was in the movie Robots. He was Rodney Copperbottom.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know this, but apparently this was also his first role where he had to use an American accent.
Which is probably why you didn't clock him. He's most well known either for being Obi-Wan Kenobi or for being Irish. Scottish?
Well, the thing is,
Whatever
I
he
didn't know
is.
I didn't really know he did voice acting unless it was the occasional Obi-Wan. I mostly recognize him via face, not fucking voice.
Okay. Yeah, he does voice acting sometimes.
Not a lot after looking at his behind the voice.
No, not a lot. I bought just enough parsnips to fill this up.
Like an exact amount?
I have like a dozen left over.
Okay.
It was apparently 2021 that they did the Clifford movie.
What?
Yeah, it was apparently 2021 according to Shade.
Seriously?
Yeah,
I thought it was way older than that.
apparently not.
Was there a different Clifford movie that came out around that time?
Maybe?
Let me see. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I'm remembering now the ads for this, and I think I remember I didn't care. Maybe that's why I didn't think. But I swear, wasn't there another movie, though?
Maybe? Let me ask Ziggy. Ziggy, was there a Clifford movie during the 2010s?
Okay, it was,
No,
what I
there
was
wasn't
thinking
a
is
Clifford
Clifford's
movie.
really big movie, which was
Ah.
2004.
Okay,
Red Dog. November
Ziggy.
2021.
that'll be all.
Perfect. Hope you enjoyed
Okay,
Clifford's movie time.
This, yeah, my muscle memory is really messing me up because now I have to press basically the top button to swing and use my weapons when I'm used to it being the left button.
Okay.
Whereas
Oh.
the left button boots up the menu.
Oh, by the way, do you remember that time that the Alexa that I have in my room was acting up, like, and it kept listening?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of creepy.
Yeah, I found out what was going on there.
What happened?
So the newest update included a feature called continuous listening mode, where once you ask a question, it will answer and wait for you to ask a follow-up question for like 5 seconds. That way you don't have to re-say the wake word to wake it back up. It just means if you move on from the question that you asked and start talking to somebody, it assumes
still
you're
gonna be
talking
listening.
to it. And so it waits until you stop saying what you were saying, or you finish the thought that it thinks is what you're asking, and then it responds to it. So I have disabled it. It's still more chatty than it used to be, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, I love blowing people's mind with that fact with Johnny Depp.
What Johnny Depp fact? Sorry?
How his like first movie was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, one moment.
That's fine. I remembered seeing a Clifford movie at my mom's video store. That's why I was thinking there was a Clifford movie around that time.
That's fair. Shade said, note to self, gonna curse out my Alexa daily. I think the main goal of making them more conversational is... So, a lot of people will curse and swear at their Amazon things. Specifically, the Amazon ones. Google's and Siri don't seem to have anywhere near the same treatment.
There we go.
And
Yeah, it was throwing me off because A and B are swapped and X and Y are swapped
oh geez.
between the Xbox and the Switch controller.
Amazon occasionally has actual people reviewing what's happening on individual Alexa units.
Mhm.
So the response you might get that really leads to you swearing at it might actually be a real human
much better.
typing out a response to you.
I just said Siri hates me and is always extremely snarky to me. I will say, if I start playing my Switch copy of Stardew again, that's when I'll probably switch to using a Switch controller here on PC.
That's fair. I'm
But
honest.
to be perfectly honest, I've been debating on just buying it again on my PlayStation.
And Shade, I think they're trying to reduce their workers getting sweared at by making them generally more conversational, which has statistically lowered the rates at which voice assistants get sworn at. So if there is a human on the other end, making the system more conversational makes it less likely to get sworn at. Floofy, thank you for the cheese.
I'm sorry, did they get their real feelings hurt?
Jensen,
Yes.
would you like it if you were doing your job and someone came in and started swearing at you?
Noble,
Yeah?
not only does that happen, I'm fucking desensitized. I don't give a shit.
Oh, one moment. Okay, so my question is, should that be the way things are? Should people come into where you work and swear at you for doing your job?
Should it be the way things are? No, but it is how the way things are.
No, but Amazon is attempting to passively discourage that rather than, like, actively making it against terms of service to swear at your Amazon Alexa or whatever.
You know what I think?
What?
Stop being fucking pussies. Grow some backbone.
Maybe my perspective is generally that the world should be a kinder place. Like, I was a bartender. I have been sworn at up and down by angry drunks. I've had angry drunks shake bottles in my face threateningly. It's not fun to deal with.
Yeah, Noble, I've also been a bartender and I worked for collections.
Yeah, it's not fun, is it? You know? So
Not really.
So I personally think that taking steps that make people generally kinder without having to legislate for it is... Because you're never going to legislate against assholes, right? But taking steps that generally make people act more kindly towards workers in any industry, I think is generally a net positive. Like, obviously, you know, like, it shouldn't be, like, just completely like, oh, I had a customer yelled at me, I'm taking the rest of the day off. But, like, making it, like, I know, for example, that, one place near me, where I go to, says if you yell at the workers, they reserve the right to not serve you anymore.
Yeah.
They basically say, hey, if you're an asshole, they can just say, alright, fuck you. I'm walking away.
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah. And so...
So we already have essentially a sort of counter against that.
Yeah. But for, jobs where it's not so easy to walk away, they're, some companies are trying to mitigate that, you know?
Okay.
You know,
if I
like...
if I can give a counterclaim.
Okay.
So, I mean, we could try as much as we can to try and minimalize it, but there's never gonna be like a fucking stop to it. Like that's gonna be a given.
Hmm.
And but if we try and bring like a minimalize to it, then we're people aren't gonna develop like hard skin or a backbone to it, and everyone will become just oversensitized. You know, it's kind of like well, it's say like you get hurt or you're like you do like a hard workout. Let's say like a hard workout for example. You gotta tear the muscles and it's gonna hurt. You're gonna be sore, but as they recover, they grow stronger. You got there's a reason why there's a phrase "no pain, no gain." You gotta take pain to get stronger.
So that's both true and it isn't. Just sticking with muscle for a moment. Strength actually comes through the muscle being more elastic, right? Tearing the muscle actually slows that process down. What you want is to strain the muscle, but not tear it.
No, you do have to tear it.
So, this is a question of it depends what your goals are.
Yes. So
Very.
that part is a fact. Your goals depend.
And hello, Gingy. Thank you for the raid. Can we get a shout out for Gingy, please, and thank you. The British are coming. Hide your tea and crumpets. How you doing, Gingy? I hope you're doing well. How was your stream? I'd love to hear the highlights, the lights, everything in between and outside of that. Also, raiders, if you need to do any self-care, grabbing yourself a drink, a snack, take a nap, using the restroom, whatever it is you need to do, please do that as well. Also, Gingy, I would love to hear how Grandia was. After this clip plays, I'll continue my thought.
All right.
I'm glad it was grand. I am doing well. So bodybuilders have these very big, flashy show muscles that we assume are very strong, right? And it is genuinely true. They are strong, right?
Yes.
But look at strong men, right? Like, specifically, like, those people who are, like, strong men as a profession, they do not have those big, bulgy show muscles, right? They often have very round skin because their muscles aren't full of scars, they're actually very stretched. And as soon as they tense them up, they get those big, showy muscles. But when they're relaxed, they're very smooth. And so if your goal is generally to build core strength and other muscular strength for its own sake, you actually want to strain the muscle but not tear it. If you want to get that big show muscle, you want to tear it and strain it at the same time. Tearing it without straining it will just result in injury. You know?
Okay, but the thing is, you're still having to cause some sort of stress onto the muscle. This is still affecting the same factor of what I'm saying. There has to be some form of amount of stress for there to be gain.
So that's fair.
That's not even like a counter to my comparison.
No. I'm just saying, if the goal is strength, tearing it is not strictly a requirement. Straining it is the requirement.
Okay, yes, but we're not exactly talking about muscles. We're talking about fucking people needing backbone, and I was just using muscles as a comparison.
That's totally fair. I was just, like, I happen to know a thing about that because I got looking into it when I've been looking at losing weight and exercise and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I was told the same. What I'm sharing is something I was told when I was getting into back in the bodybuilding back in 2018.
Bodybuilding.
I'm speaking.
That is specifically where you want to tear muscle because you're trying to make showy stuff. You're trying to make it look good.
Bodybuilding is another form with. I just picked a sort of group for lifting weights because weightlifting helps with the afterburn effect to help burn calories.
And that's fair.
In fact,
That's fair. Whereas I generally go more for cardio because my goal is just to burn calories.
at least trying to do a little bit of weights can help with the calories. I'm not saying you should try and work on building muscle or anything. I'm just saying it can help you try and burn some excess calories with the afterburn effect.
Oh, yeah. Like, when I go for my walks, I've got, like, 10-pound weights on my wrists and ankles. So there's actively weight being used there. It's just not... I'm not doing deliberate weight exercises. It's in tandem with cardio.
Right. Though if your body is getting used to the 10-pound weights, it might not be a bad idea to give it a slight increase every now and then.
Oh, yeah, and I do intend on doing that.
But anyway, like another comparison going back to the topic would also be like, well, getting sick, because you get sick when your body isn't quite used to a disease, but when you gain the disease, your body now recognizes it and can fight against it, so you're less likely to get sick from the same disease.
So that is true. One area where things may differ with emotional stuff versus like physical stuff is disposition. Like, some people don't gain a thick skin, they gain a shell, and nothing positive or negative can affect them.
Sure.
And it's like, that's not ideal either. You know, like, they could, you know, absolutely land their dream job and be like, okay. Like, it doesn't do anything for them, positive or negative. You know, sensitivity is useful, so is resilience. Both are useful. And Shade, thank you for the mean. Right, because sensitivity is just how much things register to you. Resilience is how you handle them, is sort of my perspective.
Yeah, but if you don't have somebody to cuss you out or kick you in the rear, you might end up with that mentality that makes you think the world revolves around you.
You might.
That you can't, that you just, you can't take any form of negative criticism, that you think you're always right.
So that is entirely possible. Again, that's where disposition comes into it, I think. Because there are some people who may be predisposed to sort of... And I mean this not in the medical sense, but narcissistic tendencies, who would absolutely need that kind of kicking around to even them out. And there are some people who are not predisposed to those kind of tendencies.
Real quick, just on the game topic.
Yeah.
I can't remember which tree had the tapper on it, and I can't tell if you can see when a tree has a tap on it or not.
You can see when a tree has a tapper on it.
Okay, where's the tree that has the tap on it? Because I can't remember where I grabbed that syrup from.
Let me check.
Because I would have thought by now there'd be some syrup somewhere.
It might have gotten killed during that one lightning storm we had.
What do you mean what lightning storm we had?
During the fall, the last time we played, we had that big lightning storm in game.
I just got syrup right when we started.
Oh, the day?
Yeah, right when we started the first day of the session. I picked up some syrup from
okay.
somewhere.
I was just saying that I'm not strictly sure where it would be. So I was like, if you can't find it, that might be why.
I'm just confused because I just got syrup at
Yeah.
the start from a tree, I think.
Okay, well, now
No, wait. I think it came from the wood chopper. Wood chipper.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm checking everywhere I have trees planted, and I'm not seeing any with tappers.
Okay. So that's why I was going crazy.
But yeah, like, do you get what I mean about how some people are less predisposed to being, for lack of a better word, shitty people? And how the kicking around might not be strictly necessary?
I still think it might be some bit of necessary, but that being said, there's like what's the word? There's such a thing as too little and too much.
Yeah. There's also the potential of what's called the backfire effect, right? Like, strict parents don't always make obedient children. Sometimes strict parents make sneaky children.
Again, it's kind of just all depends on how it's done and how much is done. But also, every person's different.
Yeah, every person is different, you know? Like... like, I know people, for example, who had strict parents who, like... It's funny, they thought they were being, like, sneaky and breaking the rules by, like, having a Coke after 11. And I don't mean cocaine, I mean the soda.
I kind of figured you meant soda.
Yeah. You know. You know, they're like, ooh, it's so rebellious, I'm not even supposed to have soda, you know, and I'm having a Coke, which has caffeine, and I'm not allowed tea after 11, so I'm doubly breaking the rules, hee 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 hee. And it's like, something is deeply wrong in that household.
I'm sorry, but you know what that kind of just reminded me of?
What?
Hey guys, my mom is so cool. She's let me drink cola. Now I'm playing Minecraft while drinking cola. Yippee!
I'm playing Fortnite and drink cola. Yippee!
And yeah, the medic version.
Yeah, and it's like... You know, it's like, it might have the effect of taking someone who would have otherwise been a rather kind individual and turning them into potentially a cruel or callous individual who's like, fucking suck it up, asshole. You know, I don't care that somebody, you know, pissed on your grandmother's grave or whatever. You know, grow a thick skin, fuck you. And it's like, that's not a good outcome either, you know? It's just swapped one, you know, non-desirable outcome for another.
Well, yes, but there's like a form of that I'd like to think I have that I think is a decent example. And that's knowing yourself.
Do you want to expand on that?
Okay, so obviously, as you're aware, Noble, I've already got some people who don't like me, right?
Mm-hmm.
They call me awful things. They tell me to kill myself, shit like that, saying I'm a horrible person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a horrible person. I know I'm not. And I have plenty of people around me, plenty of great friends that I'm pretty sure is proof enough otherwise to show that I'm not a terrible person.
I would agree to that.
So, it doesn't bother me. People can cuss me out all the time, call me terrible things, terrible names. I don't fucking care. I've got great friends, great community. I have a decent living life. It's not a perfect life, I'd say. Things could be better, but other people do definitely have it worse, so I'm definitely happy, lucky, and I can't be mad at myself.
That's fair.
Like, they don't know me, so they can say whatever the fuck they want, but I know me, so I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
And do I make mistakes? Yes. But everyone makes a mistake. And we can learn from the mistake.
Yeah. You know, that's the other thing, is actually getting kicked around can sometimes make people oversensitive rather than building up barriers. One person I know, not gonna name names, but they have been kicked around quite a bit by their family. And so whenever they think they have fucked up, they will hard overcorrect. They will panic that the people around them are going to hate them because it's like that's the way their family treats them. Is you are a fuck up until you prove you're not. We are going to kick you around to prepare you for life. And it's like, no, that's just taught them that in the event anything has happened, they are to immediately fold. And it's like, that's made you oversensitive. That hasn't built resilience.
Again, I feel like I'm a perfect example of a counterclaim.
Yeah. All I'm saying is it can go either way. It can be positive, it can be negative.
Like I've been like a victim of bullied for like probably 15 years, and I had become overly sensitive. Admittedly, those were not happy, fun times. It has affected me by being a bit of a stress eater.
Which is not ideal.
No, but again, look at where and how I am now.
That's part of what got me where I am now.
Like, I think another way to describe this is like growing. Well, not growing up, but growing and gaining experience. Because like, oh fuck!
What?
I forgot I had this ancient doll to donate. I forgot I had it, so I thought I could make it to the library in time.
Oh, no.
I missed it right on the fucking mark. I got to the door right at 6 p.m. But anyway, where I was getting at is I was extremely introverted, kept to myself, overly sensitive, always fearful and paranoid. Admittedly, I still have a bit of paranoia, but that's kind of evolved and changed.
Yeah.
But after 2020 hit, and I hit like my lowest point, where basically everything that could have gone bad did go bad. I sort of gained the mentality where I just didn't care about anything anymore. So like I was also at that point where anything good that was happening at first, I was definitely like, okay. And then, well, shit would get better, and I'd feel better, and then shit would hit the fan again, and I'd be back down on my luck. But I think this isn't really much a part where there's advice, but more speaking my experience that I guess if you can just find a way to expand and grow, you can sort of gain a better sense of your humanity or something. I don't know. But you'll definitely have a much better mindset, I guess.
Yeah. Having a solid sense of self is, I think, rather important. That's how you build resilience, right? Is having a solid sense of self.
Mm-hmm.
And so part of the problem is the formative period where people are building their sense of self is often when they're younger, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I could also kind of argue with that.
Well, I said often.
Well,
not always, but it can be a part of that, you know?
how young are you referring to?
Like in your mid teens and onward.
No.
So very briefly, if I can delve into social psychology for a moment.
You go ahead.
So one thing is that when people are growing up, they start trying to So when you're a little kid, right, you're attached to your parents, right? You value them highly. You want to make them happy. You functionally exist as an extension of your parents, right? And once you start becoming a teenager, one of the things that tends to start to happen is that you start to value the opinions and behaviors of your peers over the opinions and behaviors of your parents. That is the statistical trend, not a rule, but that is more often than not the way things behave. Because what you're doing is basically becoming an independent, functional human. Now, if one is constantly being kicked around a lot, what is likely to happen is they will withdraw and not develop a strong sense of self. They will either see themselves continually as an extension of their parents, or if their parents are the one kicking them around, or kicking them around as well, they will develop next to no sense of self.
Well, that's a case where we can go on the argument of it being bad parenting.
So that can definitely be part of it. And when I say kicking around, I mean, like, it's obviously relative to the child, not relative to what the parents consider is kicking someone around. Because, like, one thing I hate, and this is something that my dad does, is whenever I drop something, he'll go, "Opa!" And it's like, yeah, thanks for making everyone aware that I dropped something. That's lovely. Because I'm like, oh, I dropped it. You know, like, when it's just me, I'm like, oh, shit, dropped it, gotta pick that up. But when he's there and he goes, "Opa," it's like, yup, I know, I dropped something. I don't particularly like that, right?
That would be annoying, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of parents would go, well, that's not, you know, making fun of my kid. And it's like, right, it probably isn't. But a lot of parents, like, for example, will tell, you know, like, embarrassing stories of their kid to their kids' friends, and it's like, yeah, just hand the kids' peers bullying material. And it's like, you know, and so, but the thing is one kid might be perfectly fine with that. Another kid might not be. And so the what counts as kicking around is generally more dependent on the child than what the parent evaluates, you know?
If I could say something?
Yeah.
So, two things, Noble, two things.
Yeah.
One, we've all done stupid shit as kids.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know any better. It's all it is just us growing up. Our parents have done stupid shit that their parents have shared. And so on and so on. We're not new to this.
Oh, I fully recognize that. That's why I say it's also relative to the kids, right?
And second, and my mom is a victim of this. She has her stories as an adult that I have shared on live streams and in front of my mother.
Oh no.
So they might have their stories, but doesn't mean you won't also have your stories of them to share. Why do you think now I have the emote of my mom with a chainsaw?
Yeah. The thing though is, like, I know with my parents, if I was to share those stories, I would be in shit. Like, it would be oh, that's what you're going around saying? Okay. Here's the new rule. And it's like, but if they do those things that I don't like, it's like, yeah, just gotta live with it.
Yeah, well, you know what I would say? Tough shit. You're gonna be a hypocrite. Well, tough shit. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, like I say, I think it's all relative to the individuals, you know? Like, these are the statistical trends. And actually, as you point out, right? So you were older as you began to develop your sense of self.
This guy just says real quick, when it goes those both ways, it usually shows a bond. I'm the same with my mom as well, Jensen. Copper says that's not how that works. You get threatened if you backtalk. So? Let him threaten.
Yeah, the part is when they have follow-through on those threats.
Well, that's more problems on their end. That's not your problem.
Depends.
Also, I got an ancient seed.
Nice. Yeah. All I'm saying is that I think the world would be a better place if people were kinder at large.
Well, that's an end fact for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, that's something I fully agree with.
Yeah. So my perspective is I might not be able to make the world a kinder place, but I can at least be a kinder person, and I can encourage things that make the world a kinder place, you know?
Right.
Like like the resilience is good because people are assholes, but if less people were assholes, the resilience would need to be lessened. The resilience
Right.
is only necessary because some people are assholes.
Right. So it's like with what I'm saying is, try be kind, be nice to people, and expect and hope they can be back. But don't always expect someone to be nice back. But yeah, be nice, but also try and have some resilience and backbones for those that aren't going to be nice, because
Mhm.
that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's like, be nice, but be prepared.
Yeah. And actually, the biggest way to build resilience is actually the way that you and Krista and Weston are with each other.
Yeah, we can
Where-
share shit, but we love each other.
Yeah, that is actually the fastest way to build resilience, because if you can do that with each other, that means that you all have very secure senses of self. Obviously not targeting things that you know are problematic with each other.
Right. And if we did go something too far, we say something, we and you know, if it becomes touchy, then obviously we won't do it again.
Yeah. I know I don't
given-
generally... Sorry, go ahead.
But given how long we've known each other, we kind of know each other enough.
Yeah, you know where you can poke without doing damage.
Mhm.
So my perspective on things, and so you've probably noticed that I don't get into it with you and Krista and Weston and stuff, and you guys don't get into it with me. It's not because I'm like,
Real quick, Noble, real quick. Copper, I would say for something like that, that's where you just don't give it your time of day or anything. Like, if nothing changes and there's no positive towards it, if you can avoid it, just avoid it. Give up on it. It is not worth losing your time over. There are
Yeah.
cases where you should know that it's not worth your time to just step away.
yeah. My perspective on it is that I do want the world to be that kinder place, and so that's kind of why I don't get into it, because it's like I want to put forward, I want to be an actively kind and caring person, and so from my perspective, the best thing I can do for that is to treat everyone that way, to be like, I'm going to be kind to people. I'm going to show
This
people.
is the whole treat others how you want to be treated
Yeah.
scenario.
And it's not that I can't take jokes that go at me, depending on what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are some soft spots that some people have decided to poke with rampant abandon. Yeah, a drumstick. There we go. It's like,
It's not a sharp stick, not a drumstick.
oh, it genuinely sounded like you said a drumstick.
How did you hear drum out of sharp?
I don't know. I just thought you said drumstick. To
For chicken drumstick, that sounds good.
be fair, drumstick does kind of make sense as well, like, because like someone doing a drum roll, just, someone going at a sore spot.
Marcus says, I'm trying to do right by Mr. Rogers. I fail, but I keep trying. And that's the other thing, is just keep trying.
Yeah,
And Riley says, I want a drumstick. Ice cream drumsticks are pretty fucking good, too.
oh, they are. Those are my favorite kind of drumsticks, above the instrument.
I haven't had an ice cream drumstick in fucking years. Sounds good. Blame you on that, Noble.
Pardon?
I blame you.
Why do you blame me on you not having a ice cream drumstick?
I blame you for making me want a drumstick.
Oh.
I'm not blaming you that I don't have any. I'm blaming you for me wanting one now.
I'm sorry. I got a text and my brain was reading that as you said, I blame you. And I'm like, what did I do to stop you from having them?
No, what's stopping me from having them is me going back on the diet. Oh, actually, fucking, I know we're really getting off topic, but considering I just started back on the diet Monday and I went to the gym yesterday, I went to the grocery store to pick up some food. I think what the fuck did I picked up some salad stuff and then some cat food. That's what it was. And I go down the discount section, and there were just boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of honey buns. And I'm like, no!
Oh, no.
Why now?
Oh, no.
I love honey buns.
Speaking of the diet and exercise and stuff like that, apologies about that. My stream on my phone for when I type out the raid message later suddenly decided to make noise. I don't know why. Feelings are kind of weird.
They vary between people.
They do.
No two people are the same.
Yeah. So I wanted to honestly start back off walking. But given how icy everything is, I can't. So I've mostly been doing Pilates. Feeling eepy? Aw, eepy gingy.
We had a little bit of snow today.
We've been dealing with ice storms.
We had like 3 minutes of barely light snow and then nothing.
I would trade my weather for your weather, or at least an in-between of our two weathers.
I would say give us that weather fully. It would suck, but we need it. This winter, we've only had like 4 snow days.
Oh no.
Entirely, with them being weeks apart. I mean, I'd be happy if we could just get some fucking rain. Speaking of rain. Let's see, I know some of these need to be caught in rain. Was any of them spring? We do tend to get a bit philosophical on our Stardew streams, don't we?
I think it's because it's a more chill thing, so we can just sort of chit-chat, you know?
We have a little more brain's a little more freed up to give our thoughts to and to put thought into what we're saying.
Yeah. Like an example Shade gives of how parents can mess kids up. And I'm kind of mixed on this because I understand the reason for the reality on both the end of the parent and on the end of the child. So Shade says, I was closed off of pretty much any social media app growing up when everyone else in school was obsessed with them, and yet my parents wonder why I haven't been sociable as an adult.
You want to hear something really fucking funny?
What?
I was the opposite. My parents got hooked on Facebook in Farmville, and they kept asking me and my brother to join Facebook to help them. And we were just like, we don't give a shit about social media.
Yeah. So I can absolutely understand why parents are like, we don't want
I still don't give a shit about it.
That's fair. So to briefly explain, I totally get why parents are like, I don't want my kid on social media. Because, yeah, it's built to be addictive. About the only one that isn't is Discord. Because that's literally like, hey, you have friends, talk to them. What, you know,
Honestly,
we don't give a fuck.
Honestly, I'm not worried about the addictive part of it. I couldn't give a crap if that was the case. What I worry about is the people that are on there.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So because of the way social media needs to be or it doesn't need to be profitable the way that it is, because they're obsessed with being profitable, and chasing profit at all potential, like finding every potential avenue for profit, they will do things that are net bad for their customers because it is net good for them as a company.
I mean, personally, I don't think the internet is a place for kids. I think it used to be, and now it's not.
So, very, very briefly, if I can finish my thought on this, the problem is twofold. So, there's what's referred to in urban planning as third spaces, right? So there are 3 categories of spaces: where you live, where you work, and where you spend time outside of work and home, right? Third places includes public parks, bars, the library, local hobby shops, things like that. Hello. Be funny if we were heading to the same place.
Where are you heading?
I'm heading down to the docks. Are you also heading to the docks?
I'm gonna go fishing. I want to max out my fishing stats.
That's fair. I want to buy more bait and work with my traps. So, the apps are designed to be addictive because
God, we don't eat the squid.
Oh no.
I'm still getting squid in the chat.
Oh, hey, Jensen.
What?
Don't forget to get the squid.
Okay, I'm done. Good night, everybody.
Oh, come on. We were just talking about this. We were literally just talking. That's why I thought it would be funny to do that. So, like, when I was growing up, the small town that we were in literally only had one place to go and be social up until I was 10, and that was the library, which was, I kid you not, a table surrounded by bookshelves, and there were chairs around the table as well, in the bottom of the church. It was a public library, not affiliated with the church. They just rented out the basement to do the library. You could have up to 8 people in there. That was it. We didn't have a bar. We didn't have restaurants. It's a town of 87 people, you know? There isn't support for any of that. There aren't the people there to use it, right? So, growing up, it was basically, I was at school, or I was at home doing chores, and that was it, right? But in cities, third places are a lot more common, and historically they've been a lot more common in towns as well, you know? Like, historically, you know, you'd have, you know, the general store, you'd have the town bar, you'd have a place where people would go and eat, and all sorts of things like that. But those didn't really exist where I was growing up, because a lot of those things existed not as for-profit businesses, but as sort of community-run things. But in the quest for ever-growing profit, like, a lot of those places have been shut down. The other thing is, I know in several regions, people over the age of 18, unless they're accompanying a child, are generally not welcome in public parks. Like, so I know that at least under Ontario law, just, like, so if I was to, we have a really nice public park not too far from where I am. And it's not just like, oh, there's a play set and things like that, like, but there's like a nice wooded area and things like that. Under Ontario law, if I decided that I wanted to go meet up with some friends in the city, I don't have friends in this city. I know basically the people I'm related to here, and that's it. But supposing I did, we couldn't go and hang out in that park for more than 30 minutes in the forest. we couldn't get a pack of cards and play a game set on one of the tables, because then we would be loitering. And loitering is the crime of not doing something in a public place. What a stupid crime!
God damn it. Close
Like,
place again.
oh no. Like, so...
Mind if I share something funny real quick?
Sure.
So, y'all familiar with how I give Weston so much crap when he'll play a game with a controller when I think a mouse and keyboard is better?
Yeah.
Well, I sent him this video talking about how a mouse is better than a controller, at least in the aspect of moving. And it explains it very well and technically and all that. And he just sends me a picture of a Naruto character brushing his hair in the wind, as it says, "Rage bait of that level doesn't work on me."
That's a Western response.
I would give one reason where a controller is better than on a keyboard. Analog movement.
And that's fair. Personally, I find controllers just more comfortable for games most of the time. But it varies game to game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also why I said personally I find controllers are more comfortable depending on the game.
Yeah.
Because it's a person-to-person and game-to-game thing. Like...
Yeah, like something like this. I find much better with a controller because I can just sit back and relax.
Oh, funny. This is one of the few games where I opt for a keyboard and mouse as my personal preference.
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
I give up.
Okay. Do you want to know why I genuinely like Stardew better on keyboard and mouse?
Why is that?
Okay. Because I can lean back in my chair and just sort of relax my hands on my armrest and on my keyboard. You know, and there's no, oh, I'm holding this controller and I've got to make sure. It's just like, okay, my hand can just sort of flop here. You know, I only have to move the fingers where relevant. Meanwhile, for a game like Helldivers, I'm like, yeah, I want a controller because I'm actively holding it. I'm actively doing things.
Okay, so your reason with the keyboard is my same reason on the controller.
Yeah.
I can sit back, relax. I can just have my hand on my lap while my arms are on my armrest. Just chill. I don't have to be hunched over or anything. Whereas with, say, Helldivers, I prefer the mouse and keyboard because I'm into it. I'm over on my desk and I have quick movement and reaction while using the mouse. So if something is right behind me, I can quickly turn around and I have easier and quicker chance to get a headshot than trying to very carefully use a joystick to try and aim at a head.
You know, that's very fair. We literally have the opposite reasoning. We literally have the opposite preference on the same reasoning.
Yes.
I also find controllers minimize my chances of misinputs.
Whereas, well, okay, yeah, that one's fair.
Well, because
I
there's...
think it also depends on the game.
Yeah, like high action games, I tend to prefer a controller because, well, I also grew up playing console shooters and console games over PC games, so my brain may think of keyboards as a video in the way I think of them as a video game device. Like, I don't do that thing that I was taught to in typing class where I locate the home row with
Level
F and
7
J, and, you know, my fingers are on A, S, D, F, and J, K, L, and the colon/semicolon. I have my left hand on WASD and my right hand on the mouse.
Mm.
You know? So for me, everything exists from those 2 points, is from the mouse or from WASD.
See, whereas when it came to like shooter games, at least once we reached like the PS3 and Xbox 360 era, that's where I started to gain a distaste of first-person games with a controller, because I didn't find them fun. I actually had difficulty trying to play them. But once I made the switch to PC gaming and played FPS games on that, I found them a lot more enjoyable and a bit more endearing, I think. Is the word.
And see, I grew up on the Wii, so for me, motion controls are a core part of how I play games. And
And I did not grow up with a Wii. I did not grow up with motion controls.
yeah, so actually, this is an interesting thing for me. I have an Xbox controller that has an attachment for it that gives me 6-axis style tilt controls for my camera stick. So I literally get the precision of a mouse and the quick responsiveness of a mouse on a controller.
Scratchy's being a slut for hugs.
Aw, hugs are excellent. Oh yeah, so back to my thought. So third places are an intensely integral part of how people develop social spheres and things like that. And basically since the 1990s, those have been diminishing more and more, like where you can find them. And so the internet has come to become that third place. Jensen, did you plant? Jensen,
What?
did you plant something in the farm?
Yes.
What did you plant?
I don't know.
Ah, they were just random seeds?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to hear something kind of sad?
Yeah.
It is on topic with what you're saying.
Okay.
So, my town has gained less and less of a, like, what were we calling, like a third place?
Third spaces, or third places.
Third space. Yeah. So that third spaces or third place, we've been getting less and less of these, especially after we had lost our bowling alley.
Yeah.
So there isn't really a lot of good third places. Like what we have for, say, adults, there's like a couple cafes and a number of bars. So there's that, and well, there's golf courses.
Yeah.
But I've realized when it comes to kids, there really isn't much of anything for kids. Like the parks have been falling apart. We don't
Yeah.
have a bowling alley to go to. There's no like arcade or anything. We did gain a skate park, but
That means you have to be a
You know what-
skater.
yes, you'd have to be a skater. And even a basketball court area we had, well, that got shrunk down more than half its size.
Mm-hmm.
The free pool we had, well, when they demolished it and rebuilt it, now you have to pay to go there. It's not free anymore.
Yeah. So, you know what's replaced
So-
those third spaces?
I can tell you what replaced them here,
Okay.
and this is why it's sad. Juvie and jails, because a lot of these kids are having access to drugs.
Well, that's doubly not good.
No, it's not.
But also social media.
Real quick, Sapphire, thank you so much for the raid. How was stream? Made more necklaces?
Oh, that sounds sweet.
But this could be another reason why. Oh crap! That's a 0, not an O. I think that might be another issue as to, at least with the locally area, we have a lot of drug people, and where do a lot of these drug people go? They go online on social media, and well, here's all these kids also going on social media.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too, right, is so because of the way social media is built to value. Okay, so social media exploits. I'm gonna be technical here for a moment. It exploits dopamine pathways within the brain to retain market value. Right?
I actually can't hear you over the clip from the shout out.
Oh.
I just didn't say anything because I was barely gonna hear myself.
Okay.
Okay, clip's over.
Okay, so social media exploits the dopamine pathways in the brain, because of how it's set up to value, like, so let's say you're a social media company, right? The thing that you care about is getting eyeballs on whatever content is there so you can sell ad space to advertisers, right? So the
Isn't
incentive...
that illegal when it comes to kids?
So it is, but here's the thing. So it's technically illegal for people under the age of 13. I would argue a 15-year-old is still a kid. But that's neither here nor there, right? So the incentive structures that social media has, right? You want to get likes, you want to get shares, you want to get engagement. These are the things that they're set up to prioritize. And you know why that is? Lunar, thank you for the boop. Because engagement means that eyes stay on platform where they can show ads, right? So if they can show ads, then it's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why rage bait is effective. Rage bait basically has exploited those systems. You know, it's like, oh, the best thing to do is to get engagement, positive or negative. So why don't I generate negative engagement, because that's easier than generating positive engagement. And on adults, it's incredibly addictive. And they have a fully formed prefrontal cortex that's responsible for decision making and would make them resilient to something like that. Now put it in the hands of a teenager whose prefrontal cortex is still figuring out how the hell it works.
I wasn't paying attention. I think I just got a cake from a trash can.
Oh.
Trash cake!
Nice. So,
and real quick, Sapphire, I have played around with mods on Stardew, but I do also just enjoy basic vanilla Stardew. Hello.
hello.
And we can continue with your thought?
Yeah. So with social media replacing these spaces, like, their incentive structure is all about what gets them the most engagement, what exploits the dopamine centers of the brain the most, so that way they can sell you more ad space, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these, you know, these ad spaces and ad-driven things, right? Well, because of the way they are fucking with the psychology of people, increasing rates of anxiety and depression, because their algorithms have figured out that what gets them the most views or the most engagement, which gets them the most ad space, is negative content. Things that promote self-loathing, negative self-image, things like that. That's why we have all these regulations about not giving children access to these things, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, we historically had a solution to this problem, right?
Good parenting.
Well, that's part of it. The state of the economy has made that harder. But we won't get into the state of the economy right now. There was another solution, though. There were a lot of websites made for kids. Right?
Wait, Noble.
Yeah.
You get a boop from Sapphire.
Oh, thank you for the boop.
Well, you take care, Sapphire. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for stopping by in. I hope you have yourself a wonderful night.
Like,
It's already 7:30 in the game. This is pissed away this day.
Okay, I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. But I remember growing up, there was a specifically for kids social media website, right? Where a parent could pay a monthly fee, and that's how the website was funded. Was the parents paid an amount of money, and their kids got access to this nice social network, right? And it works the way Tumblr does now, where, you know, your feed is just all of the things the people that you have chosen to follow have, right? Like they've posted it and it's just a chronological order of all of the posts. That's your feed. No algorithm, no sorting, nothing. Just there's your feed. All the people who you say that you like seeing the things of. And you could DM your friends, you could post your own stuff, and it was all paid for by parents. Meaning that there was no ad incentive, right?
Right.
Well, I forget which social media company bought it up. Also, there's a clip playing. Just give me one moment. Okay, so there was, so I forget whether it was Facebook or at the time Instagram was its own thing, or Snapchat maybe. I don't know. It was one of the bigger ones. They bought it and were like, okay, well, let's put ads into this and make it free. And then it very quickly lost its appeal with parents, and so it got shut down because its user base dissolved, right? A lot of those game websites where kids would play games with their friends on school, on school computers, those all got shut down by schools. So now those have evaporated. The ones that are still alive mostly trend on the nostalgia of people my age or your age.
I never used Instagram.
I never did either. I think I have an account because Facebook makes an account when you make an account because they own it now. And so it's integrated, but...
I do have an account before it was bought, but I never really used it. In fact, I kind of forgot I had an account until I actually looked at my emails and saw an Instagram email. I was like, oh, that's right.
This Hal website exists.
We got some more cloth.
Nice. Nice. But yeah. So those things got systematically bought up and set on fire for profit. Because it was profitable to do so. And that's also actually the same reason third spaces are going away in real life. Like, companies are just trying to make a profit, and that means that, like I remember one of the places in the city that I liked to go before the pandemic, we have this really nice cafe. It's like it's a French style cafe where, they make pastry in house and things like that, right? And the policy used to be at that place, and it was posted policy. For any purchase of $2 or more, you can sit for 2 hours, right?
Doesn't sound bad.
The new posted policy is purchases get you half an hour. You get 30 minutes. And it's like, it doesn't matter how much you purchase. It's like, if your 30 minutes is up, you gotta come make another purchase. Or you can leave. One of the two.
What I have is we do have this nice cafe in town. Very small, but nice sandwiches, nice coffee. They also have ice cream and such. Yes, Scratchy. Greed. My problem is I hate going to places alone, and I literally have like 2 friends in this town. One doesn't like to leave his house, and the other one's always busy.
Yeah.
I want to say, because this is kind of funny how you brought this up. Started yesterday, my YouTube feed has been getting slammed with clips and videos from Robots. The movie.
Okay.
Blue. What was it? Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. Yeah.
And and you look at, and I'm looking at this now with adult eyes because it's been a long time since I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
And you look at Robot City that was originally owned by Big Well, who would let everyone in who would have like ideas, and they would come with parts, fix robots and everything. But then you had Ratchet take it over, and they don't let people in. It's all about upgrades and money and profit.
Yeah.
That now you had all the robots become outmodeled and become scrap.
Yeah.
Hello, Tor.
That is the way things are kind of trending right now. Sadly. And I don't like saying that. I think everything is being sacrificed on the proverbial altar of profit.
Yeah.
And the thing is a bottom line does not make a country, it does not make a community, it does not make a people group. Like, the reason profit is nice is because that gives you something at the end of the day to spend on more than just your survival. Having money is good because it pays for the things you want and the things you need.
But a problem is now things that we need to survive are going up in price, but not so much our earnings and wages.
No, and that's for a number of reasons, including the fact, like, so a lot of people will look at the golden age of American capitalism and see the 1940s, the 1950s, the 1960s, and you know what was going on then?
Bring crop bundles done.
Ooh, nice. The New Deal. It was, we're back from the war, let's put a lot of money into manufacturing.
Oh, we can use one of those cloths for the artisan bundle.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna take one of those. Oh, we also got speed grow fertilizer.
Huzzah. I don't tend to put it on crops, but if you want to do any farming, you can have it.
Okay. Well, when I do farming,
Yeah.
I'll probably wait on farming until it's like the last thing I need to level up.
That's fair. Where for me, it's kind of my favorite thing to do.
It is your favorite thing, but the thing is, I have a lot of other favorite things, and sometimes I feel like the farming takes it away from me.
I just meant because I've already 100%ed the game, so I'm more treating this as relaxed, cozy farming with Jensen.
Whereas I hardly ever get past the first year, and I do want to get past the first year.
Oh, that's fair. So
There's a lot more to this game than I realize.
That's fair. As I was going to say, so the golden age of American capitalism is generally, people think of the post-World War II boom, right? And part of the reason for that is the amount of money that was being pumped into manufacturing, as well as a lot of policies that have since been reversed by successive administrations of, trying to lower the cost of tuition in colleges so that way students can easily get good educations that they can then turn around and use to create, good products, create efficiencies in American manufacturing to bring costs down, to have people not largely encumbered by debt. And it's like, there were also a lot of pro-union and pro-worker policies that were brought in to ensure, theoretically, that those things that gave people who were new into the economy a good foundation to build on, those were slowly squeezed out.
Correct?
Yeah, we've got cows.
Oh, we could try and make some cheese and jelly, and we could have the arson bundle done.
Ooh. Well, we have fruit trees.
We have what we need to make the stuff to make cheese and jellies.
I will find out once I finish watering the crops. But yeah, a lot of administrations,
An arson bundle, not arson! Artisan!
the arson bundle sounds more like something I would get up to in my spare time.
I knew you were gonna make a comment.
It was right there.
The pyromaniac. The Sharko loves his fire.
I do. But you get what I mean, right?
What were we talking about for that question?
Like, the things that made the 1950s the golden age of capitalism.
Oh.
Like, there's a reason why, when people say, oh, we want to return to, whatever, they're usually gesturing at the 1950s. Very few people gesture at anywhere in the 1800s. Some people will gesture at the Gilded Age, but very, very rarely. More often than not, it's the Golden Age, which is the 1950s.
Whereas when I think a time was better at a certain time, it's more because I had blinded eyes and didn't really see the world as it was.
Yeah, that's fair. I think one of these crops that you've that was part of the random seeds that you planted might have been some sort of flower. Or at least
Maybe.
they've become some sort of flower. The other two are parsnips. Or at least they're using the same model as the parsnips. Maybe the carrots share the same top model?
I mean, they look similar, but I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
These quote-unquote flowers.
I completely didn't realize that these were crops. These ones up here, I think, are flowers.
No, I don't. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. But I think I also just don't really care.
Fair.
It'll grow into something and then it'll get sold.
That's fair. But yeah, because of the economic downturn that things have taken, parents, like, a lot of parents, like, both parents work, meaning there isn't someone staying at home and taking care of the kids and,
Yeah, I think it might be a recipe you might have to check, because I think it might be something gained through farming. And
I've got the recipe for a cheese press.
Okay, and what about for something to make jellies?
I'm gonna make the cheese press first. All right, and I've got a thing to make jelly and jam.
All right, I'll check the tree for some fruit. Yep, we've got cherries and apricots.
Huzzah!
Excellent.
All right, I've got cheese brewing. Is brewing the right word?
I don't think so.
I've got cheese cheesing. I've got milk cheesening. How's that?
I was gonna say, once you have milk turning into cheese, not cheese turning into cheese.
I realized right after I said it that I should actually have it as cheese
like,
cheesening.
You might as well say, yes, I'm putting toast in the toaster.
If you're German, you do actually put toast in your toaster.
Are you saying you're German?
No, it's just a fun linguistics
Are
fact.
you calling me German?
No. But fun linguistic
toaster.
fun linguistic fact. Square style sandwich bread?
Square style sandwich bread?
Yes, the kind of thing that Dempsters make.
I was thinking of like that milk bread they make in Japan that I want to try.
Oh, no, I just mean like standard sandwich bread. In Germany, that legally has to be sold as toast, not bread.
Okay, Brandlers, thank you for the 20 bits. How you doing?
Hello, Brandler.
Oh, Panther, you still in chat? Still in chat?
Panda's at least still showing as lurking on my end?
You know what they say? Oh, you know what they say? All toasters toast toast.
All toasters toast bread, Luigi.
Feeling better? Good. That's good to hear. I gotta update my drive here on people who have free redeems, because Panda has 5 freebies.
Nice.
I went back last week. I went back looking at old YouTube videos from like 17 years ago that I grew up watching.
Oh?
So, a couple of weeks ago, I was listening to a playlist of the Sunshine Band. I don't know the full name, but they're the ones that do Funky Town, do a little dance, make a little love, shit like that.
Okay.
And I got reminded of this YouTube video where they took Link and the Faces of Evil and just kind of like slammed that music in random spots.
Okay.
So there was like, gee, it sure is boring around here. My boy, this piece is what all true warriors do a little dance for. It's like, Your Majesty, Ganon and his minions have seized the islands of Funky Town.
The golden age of YouTube poops. They might not even have been called YouTube poops back then.
Oh, that one was definitely in the time of YouTube poops, but they didn't include YouTube poop in the title, but it was like borderline YouTube poop.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, because there was a point before then where they were called clippables or shareables, because they were just kind of funny things that people would share. And then when YouTube came about, they got the term YouTube poops. Oh, never mind. I figured out what the flower things are.
What are they?
They're carrots.
Oh, they are, okay. Oh, it was always like a guarantee and oh, they got the Easter festival. I can't fucking donate the cheese.
Ah.
You know, it was always like a guarantee in like 50% of YouTube poops.
What?
Gay Luigi, Gay Luigi, Gay Luigi. Just that on repeat, and then the last one is always like lower tone and slowed down by 50%.
I see, okay.
Shit, even with fucking YouTube poops. Did you ever watch the old Sonic cartoon?
So yes, and I didn't really spend a lot of time on the YouTube poop side of YouTube growing up, so I haven't seen very many of them.
Well, there's the whole thing with Robotnik where Scratch and whatever the robot with the drills, whatever his name is, they're peeking at his door, they fall in his office, and he says, "Snooping as usual, I see." But I can't see that scene. I can't see that scene normally and not fucking hear Pingus out of Snooping as usual. It just sounds like a cut.
It might actually be.
It's not.
Oh? Okay.
It's just with how much emphasis on the Pingus and Snooping as, it sounds like a cut.
One of these days you're gonna have to take me through and show me some of your favorite YouTube poops.
Okay, they still existing. The thing is, they were all saved on an old computer. Because sometimes I would have trouble finding them, so I would save them, but I don't know if I can easily find them anymore, because if I try finding them, it's gonna be so buried in the bag, it's gonna be hard to say. Sonic Says, oh yeah, that was like one of the oldies too.
Honestly, knowing how YouTube poops work, part of my brain has some ideas of what some Sonic Says YouTube poops might have been.
Well, that was my favorite. There was the one where instead of Sonic saying "that's no good," he says "that's good."
Oh yeah!
Kids, there's nothing more fun than being hugged by somebody you like. But if somebody tries to touch you in a place that you don't feel comfortable, that's good.
Oh...
Obviously, it's not good. But then another one was just, kids, there's nothing more cool than my ass. But if somebody tries to touch my ass, that's no good. What are you buying?
Strawberry seeds.
Okay,
They're really good if you can have them at the start of a season.
that is true.
So I'm getting them for the start of next season.
There was one that I did like that definitely is not on YouTube anymore.
Oh?
And it was actually how I learned about raving rabbits. This was when the rabbits were like new.
I'm sorry, what?
Rabbits from Rayman?
Oh, rabbids.
Yeah.
I thought you said Rain Man Rabbits.
That's what I said, the Rayman rabbits.
No, Rain Man.
Oh, Rain. But it was called You Dare, and it all emphasized on the whole, like with Ganon, you dare bring light into my lair, you must die. But they replaced lights with like a number of variety of things and had a different counteract. So there was one where they took like, you dare bring your blubber butt to my lair, you must lose some weight. Like, got so off track that I don't know what the fuck, but
Have you talked to
It was-
everyone?
oh, I wasn't even bothering. I just wanted to do this and get it done. I'm not a fan of the Easter one.
That's fair. I generally use it as a nice excuse to talk to everyone.
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
Because the ridiculous ties are apparently what the administrator wants us to be wearing, Shade.
Blaster 3000.
How many eggs you got?
A certain number. Waiting for other players. I found 8.
I think I also had 8.
Yeah, look at that. I think you won the last year.
Did he come and give you a thing?
He gave me a straw hat.
He also gave me a straw hat, but he only showed it only showed me him walking over to me.
Same here. Wilford Brimley with the diabetes stuff, yep. The diabetes.
I think my favorite of those kinds of things was the Ain't Nobody Got Time for That one.
Oh yeah.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for
I
that.
got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that.
You know what's another favorite I enjoyed?
What?
Right, what you doing, Mr. Volcano? Hello, Tyrannosaurus Alan.
Oh no.
In fact, it was also that You Dare video that made me learn about the volcano and Tyrannosaurus Alan. You know what was also another thing I enjoyed with classic YouTube?
What?
I know he's not like everyone's favorite, but I loved Ray William Johnson's equals threes. But that's because it was also a different YouTube algorithm, and he would always do his like weekly comedic takes on like the top 3 videos of the time.
That's fair.
So he also had a good idea of what was currently trending, like the like that best cry ever video.
Yeah.
And then he where he's like, now you people are sick in the head. This guy's getting his life together and everything. He's having a touching moment, but you just go and auto-tune the darn thing, and then he plays the auto-tune video.
Honestly, my favorite bit of old YouTube is actually still around.
Oh?
Yeah. Do you know Hank Green and John Green?
No.
Okay. So Hank and John Green are both science communicators. Like they mostly talk about science and stuff.
All right.
John Green mostly talks about
Smallmouth bass frenzy.
damn it, I can't think of which one does which, but one of them mostly focuses on medical science and the other one does physical science. And by physical science, I mean like physics, astronomy, things like that. And they've been doing stuff on YouTube since the very early days. I can't think of when they started specifically, but they're still around, actually doing stuff in largely the same way that they always have been.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Riley. I'll take a look. I'll try and take a look at it after stream.
They're also, I think, one of the biggest YouTubers actively trying to do good things at the moment. Like, they do this thing called the Awesome Sock Club, where you sign up for a subscription of socks, right? And every month that you've signed up for, you get a pair of socks in the mail.
Looks like I got some rice shoots that we could probably save for next spring. What do you think?
Got some what, sorry?
Some rice shoots?
Yeah, I think those would be better saved for next spring.
They say they take 8 days.
Yeah, we could theoretically grow them, but I think saving them for next year.
Alright.
So all of the money that they make off of the sock subscription that they do goes to different charities. At the moment, they're supporting a maternity ward hospital in Sierra Leone, which is one of the countries that has the highest infant and maternal mortality rates. And I'm like, you know, that's a really good thing. That is a good thing that they're doing.
I just realized another YouTube poop that I think I can find that I can share with you.
Okay.
It was a Billy Mays one.
Oh, Billy Mays ones are good.
It was because Riley sent me a YouTube poop, and it's apparently of iCarly. Spencer launches a bagel into Griffin's rectum. But just seeing iCarly there immediately made me think of a Billy Mays one, because it starts off with a clip from iCarly, and it's like, you were sitting in random hair, and then Billy Mays smashes the TV and goes, iCarly sucks. It was the classic, just like take pieces of audio and form sentences. Just about to say, don't read the name. Well, too late for that, Riley. But there's like two lines I love from that, just because they were also well pieced together. They didn't have to take like a word from a different sentence just to make one sentence.
Nice.
There was one where I'm about to run over this child with a 6,000-pound car. Brace for impact. That's the power of the 6,000-pound car. And then the other one that me and a friend we quoted way too much in high school was the, "Hi, Billy Mays here is watching your mom in the shower right now. Watch this." You gotta see this.
So, can I tell you my favorite of the Billy Mays clips that's out there? Billy Mays here with the fuck it. I'm just gonna find it because I can't remember I can't remember how it goes.
You're talking about like a YouTube poop, right? Not an actual commercial.
Yeah, it's a YouTube poop.
All right. You want to know one of my favorite Billy Mays things that actually is official?
Go right ahead.
It was when I realized there were bloopers of Billy Mays, and he just shouts at a guy, "Are you shitting me?" And I never realized at the time how much I wanted to hear Billy Mays swear. It's like fucking... Okay, it's like yesterday, I realized there's cursing bloopers of the My Little Pony cast.
Yeah.
And I just fucking hear Fluttershy just go, "Shit!" It's like, I didn't realize I needed this. But also hearing it come from Rarity and Applejack, somehow it feels natural on their characters. Plus, I now also realize there is official audio of the official voice actor in her Rarity voice saying, "Fuck me hard."
Probably during a blooper.
During a blooper, yes, but it was in the Rarity voice.
Oh, I know.
Sir, this is McDonald's. We do not serve fentanyl here. You shitting me?
Alright, I sent you the link to it. I watched the first minute or two, or not minute, with the first few seconds of it.
It's so sweet.
Um,
Want me to see this now, or do you want me to wait till after stream?
you can watch it now, go right ahead. I've seen it before, so I know what it has in it. I think you might get a chuckle out of it, assuming that it is the one that I've seen before.
I'll wait till after stream. I'll watch it after I see what Riley sent me.
Okay. Meanwhile, the entire Ace Attorney anime blooper feels like a YouTube poop at times.
Oh, I was keeping on track with that anime back in college. But, another thing I actually liked that I was saving on my laptop in college was, Phoenix Wrong videos.
Oh, what's a Phoenix Wrong video?
So, they would take scenes from, like, sketch comedies or movies or even songs, and they would, just pair on top of one of the characters, and they would animate the sprites, and sometimes it would work well. Or they would even take a step forward and customize sprites. So you had fuck, I'm not gonna remember most of the characters' name, but you had 3 characters. One of them was Phoenix Wright from like the 4th game where he's wearing the beanie.
Okay.
They were all actually dressed up in Ghostbuster equipment.
Okay.
And you had like the demon girl, I think from the 3rd game, who was supposed to be, what's that ghost name? Geyser? The one that asks if they're a god.
Oh, I can't remember. Shit.
But fucking Phoenix Wright with his beanie was Bill Murray's character, and somehow with him in that attire with Bill Murray's attitude was just fitting. And then you have ones where you also have Phoenix in his like slob attire, and they take the audio from the crappy lawyer from The Simpsons.
Oh no. No, money down. That guy?
Pretty much, I think. Mrs. Simpson, your court case is exactly what I need to rebuild my reputation. Care to indulge me in a bottle of scotch? It's 10 in the morning. Yeah, but I haven't slept in days. And then Phoenix is drinking straight from a bottle. I need to dig out my old college laptop and dig out the hard drive because all my favorites I had saved on that hard drive.
I can't wait to see what they are.
There's a lot of them where there's a bunch of Weird Al ones, and Weird Al's voice coming out of Phoenix Wright when he has his like nervous look also kind of fit.
That, you know what? That's fair.
Oh, like fucking that like classy looking prosecutor, the one who was like the mentor for Miles Edgeworth.
Oh shit!
had-
Why can't I think of his name?
I don't know. It was like the father of the like dominatrix woman who had the whip.
Yeah, he was a barrister technically, wasn't he?
I think that's the word. Von Karma, yes.
Ah, thank you,
Like
Shade.
Victor Von Karma? Victor? Is that it?
Shade says Von Karman. Or Von Karma.
So the Scratchy said Von Karma too.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they had one where he's singing Get Down with the Sickness, and then it cuts to like other bits, and then it goes back to it where Phoenix Wright is singing Get Down with the Sickness, but it's Weird Al's version from Crazy White Boy Polka.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here's a quick question. What is your favorite Weird Al movie?
Movie.
Yeah. Weird Al's
I've
done a
only
few
seen-
movies.
I haven't seen his movies.
Oh.
I've only listened to his music.
I think we have a movie we need to watch, which is UHF.
Oh, I will say, speaking of which, when I was on my scrolling through my phone today, it went through a series of just giving me cartoons, and a lot of it was fucking Teen Titans Go.
Oh no.
And so there was a scene where I guess the Justice League gets kidnapped, and the Teen Titans are dressed up as the Justice League. Cyborg is Green Lantern, Robin's Batman.
Yeah, that
Starfire's
tracks.
dressed as Flash for some reason.
You know
I
what?
don't know who
That kind of tracks.
I don't know who the other two dressed up as. I wasn't really paying attention. But they find Darkseid, who kidnapped the Justice League, and his voice is all, gravelly, intimidating, really fitting for his character. Starfire gave him 3 lozenges, and guess what?
Weird Al.
Weird Al ended up voicing Darkseid when his voice went back to normal. Well, quote unquote normal. And he's like, wow, thanks. I was fighting that code for a long time. And then as he's threatening them, the Teen Titans aren't scared anymore. It's like, well, your voice isn't very scary anymore, so we're not intimidated anymore. It's like, God damn it. I heard Teen Titans Go started to get less hate and a more bigger fan base, but I just can't. I'll see snippets, I'll find something I like, but nothing that I would say would make me want to like the show.
I think the biggest thing with Teen Titans is it's... So this isn't me trying to defend Teen Titans Go, by the way. I want that to be known up front. Was that the original had a mid to late teen audience, and Teen Titans Go, very obviously it was for kids, and
Right.
that meant that a lot of the existing fan base for the show, upon watching it, went, what the fuck is this shit?
Well, there was also another thing that kind of felt like a middle finger to the OG audience, though.
Oh?
So there was the first Teen Titans Go movie, and at the very end of the scene, you saw the OG Teen Titans, Robin talking to the audience saying they believe they found a way to come back. It looked awesome. But then you had the Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go movie, essentially the sequel film, and the OG Teen Titans member they didn't have their original animation. they had like the Teen Titans Go animation, which made it feel like a flash animation for these characters. And it pissed off a lot of people because when they had their teaser at the end of the first film, it was the original animation they had.
Oh, okay.
So that also pissed off a lot of the OG people.
Also, very briefly, Weird Al only has a couple movies.
It actually says Weird Al is in all the OG Naked Guns. Also, I think I'm about
he's
to get disconnected because my game seems to have froze up.
Oh, so he's not in 33 and a third. He's in 22 and a half. He's in Naked Gun 1.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I misread it. He didn't say he's in all of them. He just says he's in the OG.
Yeah, he's in the first two. He did UHF. He back in the 90s, he did a documentary. He also did a live performance as a movie, like where there was script and stuff in it.
Cody. I almost bought that DVD set too.
Oh, which DVD set?
Of the original Teen Titans on DVD.
Ah, okay.
Cody says he has it. I almost bought it, but I didn't, and when I was gonna buy it, it was no longer available where I saw it.
Ah. But then there's UHF, which is such a good movie.
Which one was it that introduced the Twinkie Wiener Sandwich?
I think that's UHF.
Alright.
It's also where one of my favorite clips on YouTube is from. Also, Gingy, thank you for the meet.
Shit, Cody, I'd watch it to see the episodes I missed.
Have you ever seen the "What's in the Box" meme?
No. Or, well, is this in regards to 7?
What?
That would be a no.
No, there's what's in the box? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! You're stupid! You're so stupid!
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Forgot all about that. No, I was talking about the "What's in the Box" reference from the movie 7.
Oh, no. That clip is also out of UHF.
Was UHS referencing 7 with that, or...
When did 7 come out?
I don't know. When did UHF come out?
UHF came out in 1989.
Then that might have predated. Yeah, 7 came out in 1995.
What's your favorite?
That movie's as old as me.
Nice. What's your favorite comedy movie? Oh, that's a toughie.
Do you know about 7?
Me?
Yeah.
For some reason, I want to say, isn't it a oh, what's his name? The one who's got all the twist endings.
I don't know.
The guy who did I see dead people.
No, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that shit, what was that fucking... Oh, that was like The Sixth Sense, wasn't it?
Yes, I've seen 7. I googled it, and okay. Yes, it was by who I thought it was.
What's the director's name?
Oh, sorry, no, it's not the guy who I thought it was. It's by David Andrew Leo Fisher.
Oh yeah, M. Night Shyamalan, that's who.
Yeah, I was thinking of M. Night Shyamalan.
You didn't fucking see me digging the trash. You were on the absolute opposite side of the house. Shut the fuck up.
For me, it's either Grayed Out...
You know, I have not seen the first Scary Movie.
Shade says it's either...
2, 3, and 4.
Shade says it's either The Great Outdoors or Spaceballs. Spaceballs is good.
Spaceballs is a classic. Now what are you buying?
Parsnips. We needed more.
Okay.
We're gonna make more money than I just spent on parsnips.
Probably because We kind of keep running back to this point in this general area.
Yeah, but we keep climbing above it. The first time we went to 800. This time we're at 10. 10,000. We were at 8,000. This time we're at 10,000. Plus, I mean, when they get bought.
You managed to get your thought there.
Yeah, it did. You knew what I meant. But, it needed harvesting. And now that it's
The arson bundle done.
Nice.
That's 2 more bundles away from having the greenhouse. We got a
Nice.
keg!
Ooh, nice.
And I got berries!
In the summer, we're going to have to grow some hops for that keg.
Yep. So we still need the quality crops and the animal bundle. So it's still going to be at least 2 more seasons before we can get that greenhouse. If we play it right, we can have the greenhouse in winter.
I have not seen The Great Outdoors. Okay. So I think my favorite comedy, I've got to do a small asterisk here. I think my favorite comedy falls into 2 categories. So first is live action and then animated comedy. Because I can't evaluate a live action up against an animated, otherwise the animated one would win. I think my favorite live action comedy has got to be one of the National Lampoon's movies, and I don't know which one. But the National... No, as in I can't pick which of the National Lampoons would take it.
Oh, okay.
Be it Christmas Vacation, Summer Vacation, they're all an absolute riot.
Did you ever see RV?
RV was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually the first live action Robin Williams I ever saw.
I believe my first one was Bicentennial Man.
That's fair.
Well, unless we get technical, then my first one was Flubber when I was a little kid.
Yeah. I
did not give that movie a lot of attention.
See, I didn't see Flubber until I was an adult. I think you were the one who showed it to me.
No, it wasn't me.
Someone showed it to me anyway.
Because I hadn't seen Flubber since I was a kid.
Well, someone showed me Flubber anyway. As a classic Robin Williams movie.
It is a classic.
It is, yeah. Bicentennial Man was really good.
It was so sad at the end.
Was it
like
sad?
a good sad, but it was still sad.
Yeah.
You had to take a minute to remember the ending.
Yeah, I did. I was like, was it sad? I'm not sure. And I'm like, oh, actually, thinking about it for more than a split second, yeah, it was. But in a good way.
I wish I could just shout it for a comedic reason, but that's kind of a big spoiler if anyone wants to see that movie who hasn't, which I recommend it.
I do as well. I also recommend reading the book that it's based on, also called Bicentennial Man.
So what would you say is your favorite animated comedy then?
Animated comedy is a lot easier to pick.
Yes, it is, Riley.
And the name has now completely lost me. Fuck. I'm gonna try and look it up here. I don't know why, but the name has absolutely skipped me. Or slipped me.
I still need to have you watch The Page Master.
That's fair.
Paprika. I'm gonna get you to watch Titanic sometime. Dude, I can't bring myself to sit down and watch Titanic.
The Wrong Trousers. That's the one. I had to remember, I'm like...
Wallace and Gromit one?
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit: The Wrong Trousers is, I think, my favorite animated comedy.
You could just describe that and I could have said the title.
I know, but I would have felt so bad having not remembered. As soon as I was like, oh,
You still
it's...
didn't remember. You had to look it up.
No, I was like, okay, who's the British inventor guy? Wallace and Gromit. I'm like, it hit me immediately. It's the wrong trousers. That's the one.
How'd you get Wallace and Gromit?
Okay, my brain's like, it's the animated British guy who does stop motion. Wallace. Oh, the wrong trousers. Like, it was as soon as
With how much you reacted when you found out I enjoy Wallace and Gromit, I think that would be something you'd never forget.
Okay, it was just being put on the spot for the name of it. That my brain was like, shit, what is it called again?
Maybe the wrong trousers, but Wallace and Gromit?
The whole thing slipped me. I had to try and remember
Really
I had to try and remember National Lampoons for fluff's sake. Like, maybe that's just a me thing, but whenever I'm put on the spot for a question, not whenever, but some of the time, even if I know the answer by heart, it'll slip me. My brain will just go, fuck, what's the answer?
Trying to think of a comedy would take me a minute because I don't really watch a lot of comedies.
And comedy is by and large my favorite genre of media.
See, my top favorites is old actions and horror films.
For me, I tend to like a lot of action movies, though they tend to be more the 80s action movies over the 90s.
That's why I said old action.
That's fair. I'm just specifying that I tend to prefer the 80s ones.
Yeah, because the 80s actions was the shit.
Yeah, you had Arnie, you had, Stallone. You also had...
Actually, my favorite genre is trashy horror.
The other thing, I think, is 80s action movies, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, had really interesting premises that would really make you think, you know? And I think over time, action movies have stopped having those interesting premises. Like, probably the most famous of the era action movies are Terminator and Rambo, respectively. One of which explores what might happen if we were to build sentient machines, and the other explores, like, the way war and, you know, PTSD can affect soldiers.
Hmm?
Like...
Did you ever get to see Last Blood?
No, I've actually only ever seen Rambo First Blood.
So, when Last Blood was coming out, I marathoned all the Rambo movies. Especially the first one, because I've seen the second one so many times because TVs would always play the second one the most.
It's a lot more TV friendly.
But, the first one is still easily my favorite. But when we sat and watched Last Blood, it was kind of a disappointment.
Oh?
It's not saying that like, it was a bad movie, but it was a case where it definitely felt like a Stallone movie, but it didn't feel like Rambo.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, Last Blood actually had the involvement of the US government in it, like the way Top Gun does. I could be wrong,
No.
but I remember hearing that somewhere.
Not at all, actually.
Okay. I remember hearing one of the Rambo movies had government involvement.
Oh yeah, there was definitely, I think 2 Rambo movies definitely fit that category. I can't remember much of the third one. I think the fourth one was just Rambo. I think that one was a pretty good one too. The Last Blood, Rambo's kind of just dealing with like a Mexican drug gang, and it's honestly kind of more of a sad revenge story.
Is that the one I keep seeing clips for on YouTube of an old Stallone?
Possibly. But the other thing is, there's also Tulsa King.
Oh,
which
okay.
Which Stallone's also doing, but in that one, he's a mob boss.
Okay, that might be the one I keep seeing clips for then.
Which one thing I found funny was when I was seeing old Stallone. Tulsa King was around, but I knew nothing about it. And I'm seeing old Stallone, and I'm just like, you know, with how Stallone is these days, he'd make a great, like, mob boss godfather sort of thing. And my mom tells me, oh, that's actually, there's a series out there right now.
Yeah. To be fair, he is really good in it. At least the clips I've seen.
Movie?
Sharknado.
Sharknado. Does disaster movie count? Actually, I don't even remember which one is the one I'm thinking, because you had epic movie, disaster movie.
Sharknado should have been obvious from me. It's literally a movie about sharks.
Yeah. I think if I would say what might be my favorite disaster movie, if this counts, would be 28 Days Later. Would that count?
Oh, yeah. I actually know someone who was watching that continuously in the pandemic.
I need to check my DVD collection. I heard from Riley that that movie's unavailable these days unless you have a DVD.
Yeah.
And I think I got it from my mom's video store. I have to double check.
Yeah, a friend of mine was actually like, they would watch 28 Days Later during the lockdown, like, constantly.
I find it funny that the Ninth Doctor's in it.
Oh, Christopher Eccleston?
Yeah.
It took me a minute, because I'm like, Matt Smith? He surely wasn't. And I'm like, no, wait, Matt Smith was number 11. And I'm like, okay, let's see. Capaldi was 12. That's the wrong way. David Tennant? No, that's 10. So logically, Eccleston. That was the process my brain went to.
Bryce says Matt Smith is my favorite. Mine is David Tennant. So I was happy to see him come back.
Yeah. David Tennant is also mine.
Been a mystery box and it has fish stew.
Ooh, nice.
Gonna make some hedgehog stew today.
I thought, okay, so they've done some of they did the 4 David Tennant specials as part of New Who. I'm not sure if you've seen any of those.
I haven't seen Doctor Who since the change to the 12th Doctor, but that's because I caught up to the series on Netflix, and Netflix didn't have any more episodes, and then I didn't have access to Netflix anymore.
Okay. So very, very briefly, I'm not going to spoil, I'm just going to say, I think the first one that they did kind of sucked, but I think the other ones, the other 3 specials were better.
Okay.
And Doctor Who has a very loose plot and timeline across the episodes most of the time, so I'd say just, I don't know.
Which Doctor was it that had like the white suit and the white fedora?
Oh,
Is that the
that
fifth?
I think so. I think so. My favorite Doctor of Old Who, I'm curious if you can guess who it is.
The 4th?
Which one was the 4th? I'm gonna need names.
The one with the scarf.
Yeah, it was Tom Baker's.
That's right, yeah, Tom Baker. I kind of had to guess because that seemed to be a lot of people's favorites when it comes to classic Doctor Who, including my mother.
I actually went as Tom Baker for Halloween one year.
I 3D printed 10th Doctor's sonic screwdriver.
Ooh.
Still have it somewhere. Actually wanted to buy. There's a universal remote control that you can hook up to your TV.
Yes.
And it is the sonic screwdrivers.
Yes, I've seen that. I want that.
I did want that. Now these days I kind of don't really care. I'm not saying like anything against the series. It's just I don't really need it. I've reached that point where I'm
Gimmicky
being more cautious
novelty
of my
devices.
funding.
Yeah, well, and a gimmicky novelty device is kind of like, eh.
I think really the only thing that I spend money on is more the gunpla kits.
You can blame me for that.
Oh, I do blame you for that. Trust me.
You have occasionally gone like, God damn it, Noble.
Mostly when you bring up a kit that looks cool that I want.
Yeah, that's fair.
Other times I'll say, like, God damn it, AliExpress, when I go to check something and then I see on the front page a kit that I do like that I don't have.
Look, I can't help it. Gundams are very enjoyable.
I think a reason I like them is also I enjoy assembly things and making puzzles, and it kind of fits in that category.
Yeah, it's like Lego, but cheap.
It's like Lego, but cooler.
Well, that too.
But that's also cheap. When it comes to like gadgety things, now I look for anything that actually has good practicality for it.
That's fair. Okay, very, very briefly. I was at the store the other day. Picking up some Gundam model kits. And I actually saw the price of a small little baggie of Lego, right?
I want to do one more day after this.
Yeah. And a little baggie of Lego, right? A little baggie. You know, the kind of
was
thing.
Was it like one of those like 3x5 mini baggies?
3x5?
3" by 5" Very small bag.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that I could fit in my palm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I saw one of those, and it was literally the price of buying a real grade Gundam from Bandai.
Sounds about right.
I should not be able to look at a toy intended for small children to buy with pocket money, which is what Lego is, and go,
Whoa!
and, whoa,
That's what I got from this mystery box from fishing.
oh, what'd you get?
Neptune's glaive sword, a broken trident, and woodcutter's weekly.
Nice. Also, I want to point out that we are now at 22,000.
See.
So I think the parsnips more than that I planted more than got paid for by the parsnips that I hauled up.
Do you want Neptune's glaive, or would you like broken trident?
I'd take a broken
Both, like-
trident.
Alright. The broken trident's categorized as a level 5 dagger. The glaive is a level 5 sword.
Ooh, I'll take the glaive then.
Alright. The glaive is 18 to 35 damage, -1 speed, +2 defense, and +4 weight.
Okay.
I'll put it in the that chest on the left side where you were putting things in.
Okay.
I don't need either because my sword's a level 6.
That's fair.
So, yeah. So I'm gonna
Um,
keep the trident. I'm just not gonna use it.
fair. I had a thought and it just slipped out of my head.
We're talking Legos.
Lego, right, yeah. So I should not be able to look at a thing that I can fit in the palm of my hand and build in 5 minutes and compare it to a thing that would probably take me 2 weeks to build and be left with a very intricate model kit. I don't think that those two things are comparable.
Whereas that Lego kit was probably like, what, like a small little cheap-looking statue of something?
It was a minifigure and a little build, like one of those, like it came with like a bike and...
I was gonna say, like, they look like a crappy Lego dirt bike.
No, it was like, it had like a bike and a ramp. Like, it's like, if I was a little kid and I was still buying Lego, I would have loved that. And if I was a little kid and I was buying Lego, that would have cost me about $5. Which is reasonable.
Oh, yeah.
But when I look at it and it's like $35 for that exact same baggie, and like next to it, I can buy a 5-inch action figure that I get to assemble.
What?
What person would take the Lego? Sorry, it just...
A Lego collector?
Right, but what kid would take the Lego when they're given the option of a cool 5-inch action figure or a Lego guy with a bike and a ramp for the same price?
Well, honestly, if it was me as a kid, with what I knew as a kid, I'd probably be one of those.
That's fair, but would you spend $35 on it?
Well, no.
That's the thing. Like, if they were both $5, I could see a kid making either choice.
But what I was going at was recognition. 'Cause
That's
as a kid,
fair.
I would recognize Lego, not Gundam.
That's fair. To be fair, I wasn't introduced to Gundam by someone else. I went, ooh, cool robots. I want to watch that. I've told you...
I keep seeing Gundam around, but just never caught my attention. Like,
That's
I think
fair.
I was aware of Gundam's existence for about a decade now.
It took me going, hey, do you want to sit down and build this model kit? It would be fun.
And that was just because of the kit.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey?
I found a pot of gold, and I got a leprechaun hat.
Ah!
It had 225 gold in it.
Oh, well, there.
Yeah, there was I found a rainbow, and I found its end.
Ah, nice.
Oh, I got me a nice little green hat on my head now.
Oh, yeah, that'll go nicely with your pot of gold there, eh?
I didn't get to keep
Here,
the
bye.
pot, I just took the gold.
Ah, fuck there, bye. Hey, you can go get the bus working now.
I can, can't I?
Yep.
Would you look at that? Be a shame if I was about to upgrade my pickaxe right now.
Jensen.
I do need to upgrade the pickaxe, but I'm not doing that right now.
You can do that with our next harvest.
I don't even remember how much it was in cost-wise to upgrade from an iron pickaxe to a gold one.
If there's enough left over, you can get it done today.
I'm gonna have to, so we can get rid of that giant purple rock at our farm.
Fair. All the trees I planted when we needed wood are coming in. Which is nice.
We still never put a tap on another tree, have we?
We have not yet, no.
You know, if we did that when I was bringing it up, we'd have that maple syrup by now and have another bundle done.
We just might.
I'm saying that would have been done if we did it.
Are you telling me to go do that now?
Well, what tree would get... I see a lot of pine trees. Do we have
We might have some maple planted. I have tappers, you don't have to go make some. I just don't remember where I put my tappers. Ah, here are my tappers.
Alright. You like my hat?
I do. It is a good hat. I think it really tops you well this morning. Please
Yeah,
tell me you
I'm
get the
selling
reference I'm making.
I'm selling the hat.
No, don't. I just tell me you get the reference I'm making.
I actually don't.
Top of the morning to you laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye.
Oh, I thought you said pop.
No! Tops! Your head this morning. Top of the morning to ya.
Okay, so yeah, I'm selling the hat then.
No, come on. It's a good hat. Okay, a maple tree has been tapped.
Alright.
Now, I need to find an oak tree.
There was something I was about to do, and I can't remember now. What the fuck was I going to do? Oh, it's like completely gone.
I
lost
am
what I
a
was gonna do.
wolf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy, hole.
I almost had
Diggy,
it back.
diggy,
Shit.
hole. Sorry.
No, it's... what was it? I can't remember what I was about to fucking do. Damn it!
Oh no.
Community! That's what it was! The gold!
Ah!
The bus! The bus!
Yes.
The bus! God! You can also use 10 wheat, 10 hay, and 3 apples.
For what?
The horse bundle.
Ah, okay.
Bundle, whatever the fuck. Oh, we got a lightning rod. I didn't even realize that.
Ooh. Nice.
And a crystallarium.
Ah.
So we can multiply gems. Do we still have I know we were saving a diamond to multiply that. Do we still have that diamond somewhere?
I believe so. I haven't gotten rid of it. Excuse me.
I the shaking feeling that we used that diamond for something, but possibly replaced it.
I don't, but you may be right. We may have done that.
It's like an itching thought in my brain.
Your brain going, did we or didn't we?
Also, I forgot. Do we get like instant battery when the lightning rod gets hit?
I think we get it the next day.
What would be a good place to put a lightning rod?
Over by the trees. The fruit trees.
They can't really be destroyed, just like stalled.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because where I've got all the fruit trees growing, because we've got one of every species on that lower island. I also want to set up a tapper for oak and for the moss trees and like so that way we can also be harvesting pine tar and oak resin, maple syrup, moss, things like that.
Where's the maple tree you tapped?
It's right next to the crops.
Okay.
It's got a tapper right on it.
Okay. I saw the one on the pine tree. It's like, I think that's pine. South of the crops, west of the crops.
A of the crops.
west of the crops.
Yes. I couldn't remember which
Hey,
direction was where.
crops.
Like WASD. I was like, if you were looking down at the crops, it would be relationally where A is on your keyboard. That was the thought my brain had. I'm not saying it was a smart thought. It just was the one it had. Well, I don't think we're gonna need to go hunting for wood for a while. With what I did to the farm.
Oh, we had 2 diamonds. Perfect.
Ah, nice.
All right, so I'm going to put this by those furnaces. And now we'll have unlimited diamonds.
I've got unlimited diamonds. Da-da-da-da. Here they all are standing in a row. Da-da-da-da.
You know, it's funny. I think of a completely different song when it comes to diamonds.
Oh, what's that?
The Tobuscus song.
Huh?
It's about time that I find a diamond. It's about time that I find a diamond. Hope the diamond doesn't mind when I mind it.
I genuinely haven't heard that song before.
This is definitely one of his Minecraft songs.
For me, when it comes to Minecraft songs, I'm more thinking of, you know, I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole.
I don't know if he had more than one song that was Minecraft themed. I know he had that, and then he had a Happy Wheels themed one, which was a parody of Daft Punk's Get Lucky.
Another one I think of is, Screw the Nether.
I don't know a lot of Minecraft songs. Mine at Night and Fallen Kingdom. I don't know those ones, yeah. And then of course there's Revenge. The internet had fun with that one.
All of the Minecraft Gangnam Style ones, like Minecraft Style and
3 for 1.
oh, mine was like an Enderman.
Oh, wait, I think there was a lot more Minecraft songs that I listened to high school that I forgot about. Come to think of it.
Oh,
Take Back the Night.
there was I want to say Danble. I'm a creep Minecraft Grim Reaper. That one?
I don't know that one.
So nice to meet you. Sometimes it's time to leave and tick tock, boom, boom, boom. Oh, your door was locked. And 500 blocks.
Oh, what? There's another one. I'm trying to remember. It was like, there was a Thriller parody called Creeper Lovely. There was one that was a parody song off of, Counting Stars, I think.
500 blocks and I would
Oh,
walk
yeah.
100 more just to get back every single wooden block you stole from me before. Where'd my wood go? 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 Alrighty. Let's see whomst is live to raid on out to. I believe it's my turn to choose.
I think it's your turn, yeah. It's hard to say after fucking a 2-week gap, but I think it is your turn.
Alrighty. Very briefly, there's a game I think you should put on your radar. Abiotic Factor.
Abiotic Factor.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
You know, let me take a quick look at this before we start a raid. Let me see this. Abiotic Factor. Oh, abiotic's one word. Oh, this came out last July. Survival co-op, open world. Ooh, Aurora Borealis. I guess I'm looking at a holiday themed one, or is it based around Christmas crap?
You might just be seeing a holiday themed one.
Okay.
Um,
If I characters a survival crafting experience for 1 to 6 players set in the depths of an underground research facility, caught between paranormal containment failures, a military crusade, and chaos from a dozen realms. The world's greatest mind must survive against the universe's biggest threats. Oh, is that who we're gonna raid into?
yeah.
That silly Axel, like Axolotl?
Yep, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, they're someone I like watching.
Okay.
Hey.
Currently, are they the one that has Sora from Kingdom Hearts in the bottom left, and they're playing Sonic P-06?
Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay. All right. I know nothing about them, but this is Nobel's pick. I don't know what the fuck Sonic P06 is.
I think it's a Sonic 06 mod.
Maybe. Oh, someone's playing Granny Simulator. That'd be a silly game to play sometime.
It would be. For the people on my end, thank you all so much for being here, and Jensen, thank you for joining me today.
It's great to be playing this again after the break.
It really is. It really is.
On my end, let's go say hi to that silly Axel. Noble, thank you for joining on my end.
Yeah, and I've put our raid message in chat, so yeah. Copy that to the clipboard, and I hope you all have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.
On my end, no stream Friday. I don't know if there'll be a stream tomorrow. If there's no stream tomorrow, the next stream will be Saturday. But kind of gonna be a play-by-ear sort of scenario for Thursday. But I thank you all so much, and I hope to see you all on the next stream. Good night, everybody.
Bye now.